Hello YouTube, my name is Alston and I make YouTube videos for people that are just getting started with passive income, affiliate marketing, and making money online. Today I'm going to bring to you 11 content marketing ideas that you could start today. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if this video or any other video on this channel has helped you in any way. So let's get started. Alright, so 11 content marketing ideas that you can start today. Number 1, YouTube videos. Just like you are watching now, you can actually create YouTube videos for a fairly low price. You don't even need to purchase a camera. You can, for the most part, you could actually do YouTube videos with your smartphone, or you can find other methods. You don't really even have to show your face. Showing your face helps with engagement, no liking and trusting the person on the other end. Trusting the person on the other end, but YouTube is a good content marketing idea. Also with YouTube, it is a little bit easier to find a audience because there aren't as many people on YouTube as there are on blog posts or websites in general. It is a great way to get started for free, providing free content for other people. If they like your content, they can click your link in the description. They can subscribe to your channel. They can like your video. And then from there, you can actually start bringing them along to eventually get them to purchase a product or service that you're recommending. So that's number 1, YouTube. Number 2, blog posts. Blog posts are another great way to create content. Basically what a blog post is, I'll just click on that. Basically what a blog post is you're creating or writing helpful content around a keyword or a key phrase to provide value for a customer. What the customer will do, obviously, is they'll read through the blog, see that the content is valuable and helpful, and then they will decide to either click on another blog. They can go to your recommended products, I believe. So like product reviews, recommended gear. If they go here, they can click on a link and then they can be directed to a product or service. Also, it's great for you, the content creator, because you can actually receive income in a few different ways. At the bottom here is an ad. There's also a few different ads sprinkled in throughout the blog post. So if we scroll down a little bit, if we go back up here, this will be an ad eventually. Here's an ad right here. So there are a few different ways for you to make money and provide value for the customer. So that's number 2, blog posts. Number 3, webinars. A webinar is another great way to provide content for customers, or potential customers. Here I am on HubSpot, and you could actually create a webinar or a webinar series around a niche or a topic, very, very similar to YouTube, where you provide enough value where at the end you provide a link back to your website, or you provide them directions to take an action to do something else. So if customers sit and watch your webinar or listen to your webinar and they find value, they can then go back and do whatever it is you want them to do. Oftentimes it's to have them come out and do a public speaking engagement or whatever it is. But a webinar is another great way. And it's similar to a YouTube video. Webinar is probably a longer version of a YouTube video. Next, I put down volunteering. Volunteering is a good way to provide content. It may not seem like it, directly providing content, but you are providing yourself, you're volunteering, and then that way you can actually you can form relationships and a bond with people that are closest to you that have common interests. From there, you can exchange business cards, link up with them at a later time, but that's actually an indirect way to provide content. In this instance, your content is the service that you're providing. Oftentimes we think of content as something like written or verbal or audio, but in this case, you actually be providing the service. And as you do that, again, you form relationships with people that are in your immediate area, and those relationships can help you grow your business, whether it's personal or professional. So that's the next one. After that, I put down speaking engagement. And the reason why I thought of this is I was at a graduation a few years ago, and the speaker, the commencement speaker, was the owner of Cousin Subs. And every time I think of a graduation or I think of public speaking, I think of the Cousin Sub owner. And so, again, this is another indirect way to get your name out. I believe, I don't remember exactly what she said, but I remember her, A, being the CEO of Cousin Subs, and B, mentioning Cousin Subs like 10 times. And so if you've sat through a graduation, you're hungry because it's like too long, it's like 3 hours long, and then you wind up wanting to go get something to eat. Unfortunately, there wasn't a Cousins by that graduation. That would have been a great marketing idea. But again, doing like public speaking, doing free engagements is a good way to provide the content to get people to do another action or a different action that you want them to do. So think about that. If you have an opportunity to do public speaking, make sure that you list somewhere what your business is or your business purpose and your website. Next is online courses. And this is another really good way to provide free content. So here I'm on the Udemy site. I believe I have 4 Udemy courses. And what I had done is this course right here, Mastering AWS featuring IAM. I actually made this course completely free as a way to gain traction in the market. If you know anything about online courses, it's incredibly competitive. There are a ton of people out there that are looking to make passive income and basically do the same thing that you're doing. What I had done is I created that free course, Mastering AWS featuring IAM, over on Udemy, as a way to, A, help people get started with Amazon Web Services. It's a technical thing. Get started with AWS, Amazon Web Services. B, gain traction in a very competitive market. And C, I actually provide at the end of the 1 hour course a coupon for a discount on some of my other courses. So basically what I've done, and I believe there are 10,000 people in that course. I don't remember. There are about, let's say there are 10,000 people to that course. Because they signed up, I can now send them emails through Udemy. I can send, I believe, 2 promotional emails and 2 educational emails. So what I could do, because I have provided them this free content and I have 10,000 people that will receive my email, I can send them an email and say, hey, I just added some new content, some new features to this site. Oh, by the way, go to my website for more information on AWS and Identity and Access Management. So providing free content on this platform costs me time and money, but I can make that up on the back end. And I have made that up on the back end by them purchasing my other courses that they might not have normally purchased. So providing a free online course is a good way to get people to take an action that they may not have normally taken. There are tons of other sites that are out there. In addition to Udemy, you could also, if you have WordPress or some of the other sites, you can actually create courses on your own site and then host them there. You just need to find a way to get the traffic back to you. So that is another one, Udemy courses. Next, I have forums. Reddit is a great place to find forums. That's not Reddit. I had Reddit up. Anyway, Reddit is a great place to provide free content. Reddit, if you're not sure, is a forum where people all over the world who have a common interest join what's called a subreddit. Now, within that subreddit, people will post question, comments, funny links, videos, whatever, all about this common interest. If you go in there and you provide helpful content, you can actually flip that into a buying customer or a customer that at least gets on your email list. And the way they do that is you go in there, you don't spam links, you basically follow the rules of that subreddit, and you consistently provide helpful content. Once you have enough helpful content added, people will see you as an authority on the topic, and they may look to your advice. That's when you can actually refer them back to your website. I've done this quite a bit with Quora. In the beginning, I used Quora to spam my links to affiliate products. More recently, what I do is I provide helpful content in affiliate marketing and a few other niches. And what they'll do is they'll actually go back to my website, or they'll come to my YouTube channel to find more helpful information. So using using Quora, using forums can be a great way as long as you follow their rules and policies. So look into that, different forums. Next is social media. Social media can be helpful as long as you don't get sucked in to arguments and some of the negative sides of it. What you could do is you could actually search Twitter or some of the other social media. You could search Twitter. You could search Twitter, some of the other social media sites that are out there for a topic that you have knowledge in. For example, if I wanted to talk about, let's say, affiliate marketing, I can do hashtag affiliate marketing. I'll click that. And then if someone has a question on affiliate marketing, you can either provide them a link to your YouTube video or your content. Say, hey, look, I had the same issue, but I found that doing this really helped me get over the hump. So if someone said, hey, I'm struggling with affiliate marketing, you could always just say, one thing that really helped me was making sure I developed my email list. Click this YouTube video to see how I created my email list and grew my earnings exponentially. You could do that. And because it's a YouTube video, people are going to trust it a little bit more than maybe if you're just directing them to your website. Because if you direct them to a website, most likely people are going to assume that you're trying to sell them something instead of providing value. But social media can be a great way to add value. Infographics is another one. So if you're not sure what an infographic is, basically it is a sheet of paper of varying lengths, as you can see, where you provide some helpful content in a concise way. So on this infographic example, the person is comparing two different types of computers. And so basically what you would do here is you would talk about the benefits of maybe a laptop versus an iPhone, and you would go through. Now the reason why this is helpful content and can help you with content marketing is you can provide, if it's an online infographic, you can provide a link to your website, as you see they've done here, or you can provide your contact information to give me a call if you have any questions. People like free stuff, and if you give them a free, concise piece of information that will help them make a decision or help make their life a little bit easier, they will know, like, and trust you. So you could create an infographic and you could place it in one of these other places. You could place it on maybe a YouTube video, a blog post, webinar. When you're volunteering, you could actually give this to somebody. You could hand this out somewhere and include your website and possibly make money on the back end. You could do one page with helpful comparison information. The second or back side could be full of your information, a little bit about you. It could be basically like a one-page website, a hard copy website. So if you go out volunteering, you could hand this out. If you do a public speaking engagement, you could hand it out. You could laminate it and hand it out to everybody. If you get, depending on the cost of the infographic and the lamination, if you get one customer, you could basically break even or make your money back. So don't rule out using an infographic. Next, I put printables. A printable is what I call a printable is a smaller version of an infographic. This printable is at least, let's say, 8.5 by 11, a standard one page. A printable is probably going to be like wallet size or the size of a business card. Again, you could put like a little cheat sheet or notes or helpful information. And then on the back side, you can include your information. And this is a good way to provide content to drive customers back to making a decision that you want them to make a buying decision, make them to call you or go to your website. So just think about that. Printables. Podcasts. There are tons of podcasts out there. In fact, I am listening to, when I am not working, I am listening to a podcast myself. So there are podcasts, there are free podcasts, there are subscription podcasts. There are tons of podcasts out there. They're all aimed to add value. So for example, the podcast that I just showed you, this podcast is free through the platform that they provide. Now, because I may know, like, and trust the podcast, I may want to go do more searching or more information. That search could yield them selling products or services, or in the case of that podcast, they have tours. They go to different locations. I could go to that tour. I spend money that I wouldn't normally spend based on free content that they provided. So podcasts are great. If you're just starting out, you need to find a medium to get your podcast out there. You may need to work with other podcasters to grow your podcast business, but that's something you should consider as well, doing podcasts. And there are all sorts of different places out there. You could even host a podcast on your own website. So think about that. Next, I put books, ebooks, or hardcover physical textbooks. This site it's called the plrstore.com. They provide private label rights. Basically, with this, you can buy a ebook and then give it away with different rights. But the reason why I brought this up is people can go out and create free ebooks and give them to someone to create or generate like a value proposition. And so if you give someone a free ebook, they will feel compelled to give you something back. And if that happens, you have created or generated a relationship in which you can start directing them to make a buying decision. Just remember, with content marketing, you are providing a product or service of a piece of content with the hopes that someone will return or make a buying decision that you're directing them to buy. Now, granted, content marketing doesn't always require buying something, but usually when you're marketing a product or service, the end goal is usually awareness or making some sort of purchase. And providing or giving away an ebook, a PDF, whatever it is, that is a way to generate that value proposition. So those are the 11 content marketing ideas, all of which you could start today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to provide a link in the description. The link is going to take you to a landing page to enter in your email address. If you enter in that email address, you will get a free PDF that I've created as a guide to get started with affiliate and content marketing. That's the value proposition that I just mentioned. So again, if this YouTube video has helped you out in any way, definitely click the link in the description. I won't spam you. I'll send you updates when I create new videos. I am constantly creating new videos with content marketing and even affiliate marketing as well. So once again, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment in the description. If there is a piece of content marketing that I forgot, if there's something other than YouTube videos, blog posts, anything, leave a comment in the description as to what I missed. Once again, this is Alston, and thanks for watching.